Tudor shared its Watches and Wonders watch releases today, and I had shared a predictions video about a week and a half ago, and boy was I wrong. I had predicted that the Pelagos line would take the show, and that we'd maybe get a big block, and none of that was correct. So in this video, I want to walk through what new watches we got and if I'm excited about them or not. So first up, I think the biggest update that we saw was that the original like Black Bay 58 line, that one got updated. So it has a slimmer, very slimmer, like a little bit slimmer case profile. It's not as slab-sided anymore. It's more like refined, like the newer cases that we've seen Tudor come out with over the years. And most importantly is that it's got a new movement that's META certified, and you also can get it on the 5-link bracelet. So that one got a complete overhaul. So that was one of the main things that was updated. I did in my predictions video, I said that we'd get a new color for the Black Bay 54, and I thought it was gonna be pink. We did get a new color. It ended up being a blue, almost like indigo, depending on the color. Definitely it feels like a deeper blue than the outgoing Black Bay 58 blue. That one looks cool. I'd be interested in seeing it in person. My wife has the Black Bay 54, the original one, so I don't think she's in the market for one. I think it's a little too small for my wrist, but I'd want to see it in person before making that decision. And then next up, we did get the new Tudor Monarch. So this was a reissue of a watch, that was in their history books. It's sort of a reissue of a couple of different watches, I believe, as it has several nods. But this was a watch that I didn't see coming at all. To be honest, it reminds me of the new King Seiko Vanek models in terms of how angular it is. I wish it would have been done in like a white dial, like that opaline I think would have been really cool with like the flat black California dial, like numerals on it. I think that would have been really cool. I'm not a huge fan of the I believe it's called dark champagne, so that's something that they released. I think I'd want to see it in person because it looks really yellow, at least from the press photos that I saw. So that's one that I think I'd have to see in person before making a judgment call. I do think though that it doesn't have a date. I believe the price is around like $5,800 in the US. I believe that has to do with like the clear case back, and then I believe there's some gold on the rotor that might be causing that price increase. But yeah, it is a little more expensive than you'd pay for like a Black Bay, I believe, given that there's no date. But I guess it's for their 100 years that they're bringing that watch back. So yeah, I'd have to see it in person before I can tell you if it's overpriced or not. The Black Bay GMT, they did update that one, but as far as I could see, it got a new 5-link bracelet, as the other one only came on the 3-link. I looked at the website and the movements look the same, the power reserve looked the same, so I believe it's probably just the 5-link. Again, I've seen the first one in person, but all the gilting and then the sort of like patina look to the gold, that wasn't it for me, so that's not a watch that I'm particularly excited about. And then the Tudor Royal, that's a watch that I don't really like. I don't like the look of it. So I know that got a complete overhaul with new META movements, new dial colors. I believe the sizes changed. I believe they had like a 34, a 36, 38, and like 40, and now they're more standardized. So it's like 36, 38, and 40 or 41, I believe. So I believe they ditched the smallest size and gave us new dial configurations, but that's not a watch that really does it for me. The one watch that I was really not excited about because I think legibility wise it's not really legible, but the new Black Bay in ceramic, in full ceramic with the bracelet, I think that's pretty cool considering when you look at any other ceramic watch out there. The Angenour comes to mind. That one I believe is over 20 grand. So you're looking at a watch that's, I believe, $7,800 here in the US. So for less than half the price, you can get an all ceramic watch, including bracelet. That's pretty wild for Tudor to have done that. The reason why I don't think I would be in the market for one of those was the butterfly clasp. Having had an Angenour and it not having micro adjust, the bracelet didn't end up fitting, you know, for a few months when it got really hot here. So I ended up not wearing it. I ended up selling it. So that's maybe one reason why I wouldn't go ahead and get that ceramic. And then also, it looks cool to have that whole blacked out look. I know when you look at it in certain light, it looks gray. I mean, the dial does. But for me, I think had they done, again, like an opaline or like a white on black, I'm thinking back to when IWC released, I believe it was the Flying Aces watch, where it was like an all loomed out dial on like black ceramic case. That looked really cool and interesting. So that would have been really cool to have had some sort of like loomed out dial, and then have those indices be in a different color, like in a dark black color. So that's sort of what I would have gone with. I think it would have balanced out the watch and obviously made it a lot more legible, but it's still cool. Again, that's one that I'd have to see in person, but I've been on the fence about buying one of the ceramic watches because I don't have anything in ceramic. I came very close to getting the Visa Cash App ceramic, but the blue was just a little bit too bright. And I didn't know when I'd wear it or like what outfits that would go with. So that's why I didn't end up getting that one. So overall, I think Tudor had an okay release for Watches and Wonders. I think for me, I'm really waiting for that Pelagos GMT or updates to that general Pelagos line to then pull the trigger on another Tudor for me. But what did you think about Tudor's Watches and Wonders release? Clearly, my predictions were not good at all, but hey, it was fun making those. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. That way you can see when I drop new videos. My next video, I'm pretty sure, will be a just wrap up coverage of Watches and Wonders. You know, what watches I really liked, what watches I was not a fan of, and then maybe what I'm hoping to drop in the later months of the year. But yeah, again, if you like the video, please like it and subscribe. Thank you for watching.